Happy Wednesday. Oh wait, today's only Tuesday. Oh my gosh, happy Tuesday. Actually, let me turn down my background sound just a tad. Well, happy Wednesday. Oh my god, I did it again. Well, happy Tuesday. Apparently, I think it's Wednesday today. Probably because I streamed yesterday, which I don't really do. But happy Tuesday. Glad you're here with me and welcome back to PinkyhootArt's live streaming sessions of watercolor awesomeness. And if you're new and just finding me and just happens to be hopping on, I do watercolor. I share my watercolor processes and work on new pieces with you guys. So don't forget to hit the subscribe and or follow button depending on where you're watching this, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a live session from me, since I do go on impromptu sessions here and there. I started a new piece of painting yesterday. I did a little check. So the tape held out well. It wasn't 100% flat like sometimes I experience, but it's definitely been an improvement from the past. So I'm happy about that. And today I was looking at my painting to see where and how I'm going to go with this. And I guess I'll talk it out loud with you guys, and I'm not really sure yet actually. So grab a drink, settle in, get relaxed, and let's get started. Hi Trevor, happy Wednesday for you, that's right. So I should say happy Tuesday / Wednesday, right? Depends on where you are in the world. And hi Lute, how are you today? Hope you had a good school day and you're done with your homework and all that stuff. I feel like my work day is just getting started. I was kind of messing with, social media a little bit to see anything I can do to help with, impressions and stuff. Oh, and if you guys are watching, it would be awesome if you give me like a like, retweet, repost, share with somebody, all that good stuff, because it will really, really help. Thank you. Hi, Kurosora. Is this Kuro here or is Sora? I feel like it's Kuro just by how you're typing. But your sister was awesome yesterday. So lovely. And she did say everybody likes her better. So I don't know if it's a open discussion between you two, but we'll see what's your take on that. Okay, it's Tuesday for most everybody. Oh yeah, if you're in Germany, math homework. Math was never my favorite. So we have people from Australia, from England, from Germany today. That's really awesome. All right, so I kind of stopped with a girl, and I don't know if I'm ready to go into that yet, but I probably should. But today, this morning I was looking at this painting. I really feel like this area probably needs some work. So I think I'm going to start from top to bottom today. I find that when I move into the painting in different directions, it kind of helped me see different things, which I think is a good thing. So today I'm going to start from the top, and there's areas that's not painted in, which I was hoping that I'll get to yesterday, but I didn't, and it's okay. Okay, so hi Modern, hi Jerry, how are you? It's not a discussion. I don't think we need to discuss that. Oh, French homework, that sounds fun. French is always a language that I love and it's so beautiful and rich, and I want to learn it in my lifetime at some point, but definitely not a priority at the moment, I guess. French. So are you guys like pretty fluent in French? Are you year 2, year 1? So I speak Chinese, luckily. So I have a second, English is actually my second language, and I study Spanish. And I lived in California for a really long time, so I feel like I've learned Spanish through osmosis in some ways. Okay, so yesterday I exclusively kind of dealt with the reddish orange or orangish red and green yesterday, and I feel like I want to introduce a new color today so that I can also bring it down below, because right now it seems a little simple. So I'm mixing a cyan, can never say that word properly today. Year 6. Years. Oh, 4th and 6th. That's a long time. That means you're taking French for a long time. That's awesome. And Jerry, how was your day today? Did you actually finally made it into work today? Since you said you've been off for a week. And today's Tuesday. Okay, oh my God. I'm going crazy. So how many languages do you guys speak? Everybody in the audience would love to know. We got some language discussion going on. So today I just mixed a cyan. So this is my color card, which I was so proud of myself. Is Wonder here? I need to tell her that she inspired me to do this. So I just mixed a third color here, kind of blue. I think it looks pretty good with these two colors. Okay. Yes, that's true. I'm not a morning person, but I do occasionally enjoy an early start in the day because I just feel like I can get so much done. And I am definitely a workaholic, and I thrive and revel in productivity and getting things done, sometimes to a fault, because when you are getting things done, crossing the list, you're not necessarily always thinking about everything the deepest. So now while I'm in life, I'm advocating slow down and take your time, think through the problems you're trying to solve, think through just issues and relationships and everything, all that stuff. Sorry getting so philosophical on you so early today. Tex-Mex is kind of a language in itself, I feel like. Wow, okay. We got a pretty multi-language audience, which is awesome. I think everybody should know another language. I'm trying really hard to make my kid learn Chinese. Okay, so I thought these little bows, maybe they're young bulbs. Maybe they're gonna, yeah, they're young bulbs. So I'm gonna do a little bit of blue, dropping in, introducing this color. I feel like I'm gonna add some red into this so they become a bulb. And maybe these will be just random kids. Oh, you know what I need to do? So yesterday, all the pencil lines, for some reason, I did really pretty dark this time, so I'm gonna erase that as much as I can without losing the composition, and then do this again. How's everyone feeling this Tuesday, now that we decided that it's Tuesday? Now that we decided it's Tuesday, it is Tuesday, and apparently, as you guys Found out that I really want today to be Wednesday, I guess. Isn't that amazing that we're such a creature of habits? When something changes a little bit, like our body just physically feel it, even when we're not consciously registering. So I'm just gonna erase all the where I could, which is actually not a lot because I did go over a bunch of them yesterday with watercolor already. Is a buffalo potato here. If you are, say hi. Because we had an amazing conversation about art this morning and I wanted to talk about it. I think Spanish insult and French insults for that matter, they just sound awesome. They just sound beautiful when you're being insulted. And I do love, I feel like for a lot of kids, the first word they learn in another language besides hello and bye is like an insult word. At least from my own experience. I don't mix because I don't mix Chinese words with English words, but I do sometimes speak both in the same sentence with my child. I don't mix probably because I feel like those two languages are quite different, besides, you know, names and whatnot. All right, this, whatever color pencil I used is like super stubborn on this paper specifically. So I did what I could, but it wasn't much. And then now that this is dried a little bit, I guess I can erase these areas. And also, you don't want to erase on wet paper, then you will shred it real fast, so I'm being careful. Okay, this color dried, and I kind of love how that contrasts with the green. So let's do more of it. Yeah. That's amazing. Do I need a new pad? Maybe not yet. Maybe lose, like, you know, kindred spirit with you, since you guys, maybe you can be study buddies right now. Quiz each other French. Oh wait, but her French is probably way better than you, Kuro, so. Because you're on the second year still, right? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm being mean to you today, I'm sorry. I just started with people like your sister better, ha. And then now I'm like, English, your French is not as good, I'm sorry. I was just saying that I noticed that Lou is in the higher level. That is all. That is all. Oh, it might be a little spicy today. Also possible. Wow, you're better than the people who don't know French at all, aka me. So that's admirable still. People has been encouraging me to do that actually on I feel self-conscious when I speak Chinese in front of people that don't speak Chinese. But someone did say that maybe I should stream in another language and then I get to another audience or something. I don't know. 我不知道. That means I don't know in Chinese. Ooh, I kind of do like how this is spreading though. Maybe I won't add the pink that I was thinking, but maybe do it like this. Okay. quickly drew these when I was sketching. I didn't, almost didn't mean it for it to become a shape. I actually don't know what 5 or these 6 even means, guys. I'm in a different country where they probably do this very differently. What am I doing? Okay, so that looks good. I think I'm gonna add that wash into the background some more. This area feeling kind of empty, so I'm gonna maybe add this color wash here to bring it up. Okay, talking out loud. I'm talking out loud. And I want to do the wash before I get into details today. So okay. Oh, so it's opposite. I was thinking like 1 would be the worst, but actually 1 is the best. Ah, gotcha. See, I didn't know that. So we have warm. I think I'm gonna cool it down starting from here, I guess. Okay, so this is just a starting point. I have a feeling all this is gonna change and morph as I do it. Also, you know, I have a 5-year-old at home, and I've been looking at her homework and stuff. How they teach in school is so different than when I was in school. And then on top of that, I went to school in China for grade school. So there's not even comparison. But my husband, who grew up here, also said it's so different how they teach in school now. For the better or worse. Sounds good. Sounds good, modern. Applications, like our school applications, ooh, that must be exciting. But yes, focus if you need to. Yes. Yeah, you guys focus on whatever you need to. I'll just be here. And I'll try to not to have any sudden sounds and movements to distract you guys. So I'm dropping in some of that teal, the aqua color I mixed. Carefully, because I just realized I don't have enough water. I also feel like maybe the color is getting lost a little bit once it diffuses. I don't know if that's so some more here. Oh, gotcha. I was a waitress for a really long time in school. And that was an interesting experience to say the least. Okay, so it's starting. So I just dropped in tons of that blue color. I'm gonna work it towards the edges, just casually. Maybe add some here and here. Maybe darken it on this side. Also, I don't want to blend it too much because I do want to see the texture of these. So now it has a bit more color. I'm even gonna leave these dots in. Go on this side. I'm working pretty quickly right now on wet surface. I learned yesterday that after I do these washes, I should dab the edges to avoid any hard lines, unless I want some hard lines, which I do in some areas. I feel like I've done so many weird odd jobs in my life. I don't know why, I don't know, I feel like finding art has been good because maybe it's the first time I'm finally doing something that I'm terrified of, but also excites me. I like a good challenge, but I don't like hard things. I know, I can't have it all. Alright, so kind of like so I dropped a little bit more color in here now. So it's not so white and empty. I think that's white is fine. I'm probably gonna add some more texture here, and then I want to add some more blues in this area. And then there's an area down the bottom. I already see that I wanted to do this too. And if you guys are watching me on X right now, it would be awesome if you give me a retweet to tell people that you like what you're watching. Okay, Kuro, so much to unpack here. Why are you scared of women, first of all? You don't need to, we don't bite. If you can make friends with random people, that means you're a very nice and personable person, and then something about you attracts random people. I think that's a good thing. I feel like I am, have you guys ever taken the Briggs-Myers test? I've taken it all throughout my life. I'm always like 51% introvert and 49% extrovert, which means I'm right in the middle. And that I can be either way depending on the day and the mood, I guess. So that's good. It gets a bit darker. I think I'll do it a bit darker here. And I think that my intro extrovertness really is depending on who I am with. If it's like people I'm not so interested in, then I'm probably quieter. But if it's interesting people, then I'm less quiet, if that makes sense. And I'm definitely not someone who needs to inject the conversation just for the sake of being in the conversation. Kind of blend this up. I want it to feel like a smoke feeling, so maybe I need to do this. Well, Kuro, good thing is I think all that will change as you get more comfortable with yourself. I think that is something I can assure you that will happen. And I don't think you need to change who you are for any reason at this point. So add some blue, the blue's gonna come down, that's gonna dry. I think I'm gonna add some in this area, just a little bit. Give my paint around, and as I'm adding, okay, I am also noticing as I'm adding more saturated color, it is kind of covering up my pencil line, so maybe I don't need to worry about it so much. I need a blender. Yeah, I think it's something that changes as you get older, and I don't even think it's just the age, because sometimes you get older, people become more introverted because they just can't be bothered with stupidness. But I get pretty excited about meeting new people, because I always feel like when you meet new people, there's new possibilities, you learn new things, you get exposed to new things. It's all exciting. I guess the possibility excites me. I'm gonna drop in a little bit of darker color in here, just to punch through all the greens and aqua. Why did I choose this specific area? Because it was the lightest. Okay. Maybe here, this part, okay, this blue. Oh, that sounds not nice, dark past. And also wondering if it's something, I don't know. The more time you spend on the internet, like the more internet people you meet, I wonder if you also increases our chance of meeting not so nice people. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm gonna drop in here when it's still wet. Yeah. Background wash is also kind of frustrating sometimes because if I don't plan it well enough, it doesn't end up the way I want it. Okay. And I think so. Dark past, that sounds dark. You have like a trust issue with meeting new people. That's understandable, I think. I've been scammed many times via Twitter, so. But don't lose hope in humanity. Just because you met a few bad apples doesn't mean the whole batch is bad. I am a believer in the goodness of the world as well. It's awesome people. So it's good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit at the bottom here. I think you should be terrified of anybody named Apple. That I agree. What is like your most weird weird thing that you are terrified of? I think that's a good question. I'll share mine. Okay, so I dropped in some more aqua here. Now that has more two-tone effect. I think I need to start at the bottom so I don't end up getting top heavy. Yeah, okay. Let's stick with this area right now. Ah. Well, I feel like I'm having an indecisive moment with the next color. So sounds like it. Yeah, it is a good pen name, definitely. Okay, when in doubt, I'm gonna do let me think through how I want to do the next one. But when in doubt, I'm gonna just fill in these areas first. That doesn't require much thinking. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's something happened to you in childhood that's been imprinted on you, which is very possible that you might not even aware of consciously. So that is a pink flower. Do I want to add some dots here? Not yet. Another shape. Oh. And then this one. Yeah. So, I mean, I think you should ask your sister about women. I'm sure you're not at the place where you need to even know that, so it's totally fine. And it doesn't really matter. When the right girl finds you, she will find you and you will not be able to hide. That's what I believe. Added some petals here. Maybe I do want some, I kind of like the shape I made, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, because you're by yourself a lot, so you listen to a lot of music. It's understandable. So my fear, I want to share this thing I've had since, I feel like since always, is which is kind of ironic, but I'm terrified of scrolling on social media. It gives me tremendous amount of anxiety. So every time I go on any sort of app, if I need to post, I'll post quickly and then like get out of it. But yeah, I never spend hours on it, like scrolling mindlessly. Not because I don't want to, I literally have like a phobia. It's kind of funny actually. But I also want to think that that's also protecting my mental health in a little bit, so I'm not too mad at it. But because of what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish in life, that seems like a necessary evil that I need to get over. So I added some more petals. I'm sorry, Kuro, to hear that. But that just means she wasn't the right one. It's fine. I know it's probably much easier for me to say than for you to deal with. But thanks for sharing, though. You are allowed to be on a woman-hating streak right now, I feel like. Of that. Okay, so I kind of added in all the secondary colors. I think I am gonna go into this dress here because the empty area is bothering me a little bit. So maybe I will end up painting this girl right here, right now. Maybe her hair needs to go in more like this. Yeah, that's good. women could be scary. No qualms there. Okay. So I think for her dress, I'm going to do like a dirty pink color, I guess. Wet just her shirt area for now. Then I'm gonna go in with her skin color. And then I'll go back to do my second washes. Oh man, yesterday I was going so fast, but today I feel like I'm going really slow. We're talking about dating in the chat right now. It's pretty funny. Well, not funny, but it's interesting of the perspectives. Okay, so I wetted this area. You know what does worry me though? I feel like young kids like you guys don't date anymore, and that's not good for our human population, you know? There's a joke, it's like, well, maybe not your age, but the whole, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll that fueled our country and society and culture. It's not really, well, not as strong as, not as big of a thing anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna go into dark. I'm wondering if I could do a wash first, but here we go. This area is darker. This is a fold. Light. Actually, I'm gonna go over the whole thing with this light pink wash because it's so light. But okay, leave the highlight. I think I wanna dab this part out to be whiter. The highlights here. Accidentally make something that's super red. Crap-a-roo. Quickly doll this out. Switch our color. Cool. You're 15, you can't say you're giving up on anything. Is this what I want? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, I think I need to let this first wash breathe before I go and ruin it. Because I actually kind of like the base color. Here though. See, I didn't wait. Now I gotta fix it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave this be, let it dry a little. And then her hair, and what hair color should I do? Don't want it to be too dark. But I don't want it to be random either. I think I liked the last color I did was hair color was like a greenish blue, and I actually really like that. So maybe I'll do the same, but make some pink in and see how that goes. But I'm gonna do this first wash pretty light in case I hate it. Okay, this is always my most nerve-wracking part. I usually leave it at the end, but today I am going for it. Carefully, try not to get outside of the line. This strand right here. Okay. So I have a color mixed. So let's see. So I want the light to come on the face. Light's going this way. Thank you. This color was like, whoa, but it kind of brought my attention back to the painting. I think it's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna blend this out a little bit, like this area. Okay. This random rogue strand right here. And my potty will darken these areas like I usually do. So this morning I had a pretty interesting conversation about art sizes. I know that it's something that you probably hear. If you're artist, you probably are perplexed or think about this a lot. Is the size of your painting and your artwork. And I think it's industry wise accepted that bigger is better because they can command more money and it attracts the big collectors. But then my counter is that depends on what you are trying to do, right? I feel like for where I am right now, I'm trying to get more awareness of myself, that I want to change pieces as often as I should, you know, to add that freshness. I'm kind of playing to the algorithm a little bit. I'm not proud of it, but it's something you have to do. But then at the same time, you know, there's just so many art advice that are out there. I just don't know what you should listen to, what you shouldn't. So I guess my end advice is, just because you heard somebody's doing it and it's working for them doesn't mean it's a universal rule, I guess. That was kind of where I arrived at. But I think the important thing is to have a strategy, whatever it is you're doing. And if you want to like talk it out with me or have questions and just thinking out loud, I'm always glad to participate in those conversations, because I always get something out of it myself. Okay. I feel like my thing needs to dry a little bit before I can do more washes. But okay, so this is gonna be a dark, light, and dark here. And I know I need to bring this color into other places, so it's not just in the hair. And I'm not gonna do this dread right now. And did I wet this? I don't even know. Here we go. Oof. So yeah, I would love to hear your take on it. If you guys are thinking about it, have thought about it, what's your thoughts on sizing of artwork? Definitely think it depends. I definitely think it depends on the why and where. Okay. It's not bad for first wash. Oh yeah, okay, I'll make sure I check my message. Rogue strand, maybe darker here, maybe it's gonna be darker here. Okay, I better stop. I need to let that dry and breathe, and then we'll see what we do. And because that is such an interesting, different color, okay, the girl is definitely popping, more popping than my last one. The last one, my girl is kind of buried in the flower, but this one I think is coming out, which is neither good or bad at this point. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how the rest of this painting goes. Thank you. I know. I love it when colors just comes out. And then I also, ooh, I feel like I'm being a really great barista right now. I'm making a heart by accident. Ooh, that's fun. This is as far as it's gonna go. Alright, I'm gonna leave that be. It's actually a pretty interesting shape. Okay, so is that maybe I think I'll make this one the blue color. Because it's unpainted, I just saw it, so that's the reason. Not any sort of big math involved. Okay. Just leave that be. I'm really just so in love with this blue color I started using last time. I'm still in love with it. Okay, so your ISO travel from here, kind of here, Maybe it needs some in this area, I think. Yeah. Maybe here. Oops. Looks like a sperm. Maybe one here. Maybe one here. I'm dropping these shapes in as kind of my eyes travel, and where my eyes stopped and felt like there should be one. That's what I'm doing. Not super scientific. Okay. You know what? I'm good. Hi, Omar. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. This is, probably the last time I can stream this week because I have some guests at home. And I'm trying to do as fast as I can on this painting, but I don't know if I'm succeeding today. But hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. So I guess I'm just ending by sprinkling this blue color throughout the painting because I want to tie in the color of the hair and not be so random. I was wondering if I need to chill out with it. Definitely need some on top over here. Thank you. I started this piece yesterday. Yeah, and the piece I finished last time was I taped it in the corner. If anybody wanted to see it, or if anybody wants to see up close, let me know. I did that yesterday, but I'm more than happy to do it again. And then I think maybe some, definitely need some on top. Maybe this part, oof, looks really dark. Maybe we'll do one here. oops, my wrist kind of made a boo-boo, and because some area was wet, blah blah blah. But I'm kind of happy that it happened, so that it just gives me more directions on where to put it. And then that naturally makes me want to do that, and then maybe some here. All right. Maybe not that. Smaller. Okay. That was my rogue mess up. I am going to do a first wash of her face, just her first wash, and then we're gonna go do my second wash, not in the flowers. And I'm going to remember to paint the eyes along the way. A little bit. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have done her lips there. Neck. Okay. Hi! Hi, Mei Ying. Hi! I probably need to look up who you are in real life because I don't recognize the screen name. But hi, welcome. Welcome to my live streaming and my art mess. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I did post on Instagram today, so I'm wondering if I'm getting some more viewers from other places. But yeah, I stream around this time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, unless I have a scheduling conflict, which I post about. But this week, I can't do it tomorrow and Thursday, so I went live yesterday and then today. Always trying different things. Always try to figure out how I can get more people to come. Okay, so I have a skin color loaded on my brush right now. Okay, see, so face, the light's coming this way, the light's coming this way. I'm gonna do, ooh, closer, so you can see better. Spread, I don't even mind this. Spread. It's probably darker here. And then this area is probably gonna be a bit darker. Under the nose, corner of the mouth. And then usually there's Thank you. Oh, awesome. YouTube sent you this. Thank you, YouTube. Yeah, we have relaxing music. It's good for anything you're doing. Just leave it in the background. And then I'm sure once you look up once in a while, I'll probably have make progress on my painting. Neck is probably darker here. Need to add that darkness. under the chin's usually darker. Light's gonna lit that area up. Probably need to dab this part away a bit. Okay. And then that's awesome, thank you. And any sort of share is appreciated, but obviously only if you like what I'm doing. I would never ask you to share something that you don't like. And if you feel like there's improvement that can be made on my end, I'm all ears. And I think I mentioned in my stream before that these days, you know, once you're out of school, it's just so hard to get constructive feedback. I'm looking for it, I welcome it. Even just opinion, really, I want to hear it. Okay. I hope I didn't overdo this area. So I kind of gave the face a little bit first wash. Now, a little more here. There you go. So the forehead area is getting lit up. Eyelids, cheek. Something's weird here. Yes. I also heard about this, which, you know, what you said, Jerry, modern art, graphic modern, what you said about uniting artists, kind of made me think about this, because I don't know if you guys heard, I might have mentioned this here before too, that stable diffusion, you know, AI started stealing visual artists' work first, because for the most part, artists work independently and we don't belong to a record label or, you know, collectives most of the time. So if our art gets stolen, there's really not much we can do about it. And they are audacious enough to do that. But music is less, because, you know, labels, any big music labels have an army of lawyers. So if you steal their work, they'll come after you, which is unfortunate. And that's why I think uniting artists is so important. But I guess right now the collective, any artists that have any sort of power, they belong to some sort of gallery or organizations, and I don't know how much they're protected in that regard, unfortunately. So that's why we're starving artists, and I'm a starving artist. Okay, cool. Face wash done. And I joke, my painting has officially entered the ugly girl phase. Now it's like, what is happening? I don't know. Maybe it'll be better. But I promise it will be better. So now I'm gonna get into the serious part of this, which is the second wash. And I say serious part because I feel like thank you, Trevor. You're always so sweet. Exactly, for criticism, like if you don't get real feedback, and guys, like you should not be afraid to give real feedback, because you might think that you're hurting their feelings or whatever, but like if their feelings are hurt because your constructive feedback, then I don't think they're ready to be an artist or ready to do this. Like, don't be afraid to tell them what you think. I'm glad, Kuro. Yes, this music, I want you to be able to focus listening to this. And if I need to talk less or whatever, please let me know. Local, that's awesome. I am myself trying to get into the local markets more actually, because there's only so much you can do on social media. And if you're an artist and trying to grow a career on social media, I really ask you to think twice about that. It is a great way, but it can't be the only way. And yes, you do see tons of artists become big because of it, but I kind of wouldn't count on it because you have no idea how long ago they started and how much following they had going into it, etc. So I am myself trying to get into local markets. So don't be surprised if I start doing some sort of skiing inspired stuff, because that's my local market. Okay, so second wash, ugly girl face. Ugh, so many things I need to fix, but we'll fix it and it'll be okay. Second wash. It's been an hour, really? It has been. Wow, I'm really hoping. I was really hoping I'm further along than this. But that's also the thing about art, right? I don't know if your artists here feel the same way, but it always takes longer than you think. And it takes longer than you want. So I had to tell myself, no expectations. No expectations now. I want to be done with this today. I want to be done with that tomorrow. Because you don't know. You don't know when it wants to be done. Should I do a new brush? Yeah. Sounds good, Kuro. Happy showering. Oh, please no. I'm modern. I am trying to do that actually. At least I'm trying to build a playlist of just ASMR videos, pure ASMR. So I am actively working on improving my sound and improving my recording technique. But maybe not on live, because I do enjoy the talking and the socializing aspect, and I did share that I live in the middle of nowhere, so this is nice. But if you want just hours of sound with no talking, I totally get it, and I totally want that. So I am making a playlist of it. Stay tuned. Okay, so we have a wash here. The color kind of spread. I'm going with this color. The center part is gonna be. I'm gonna use that blue for the center part. Perfect. Hey, that's good. If you fall asleep watching my channel, watching my painting process, I will not be offended at all. In fact, that will make me very happy, because then that means I've accomplished my goal of relaxing you. That sounded almost dirty, but sorry. Through music and art. Okay, so this is the flower I'm working on. I'm testing if I want to do a wet on wet or dry on wet on dry right now. And I did say I might have to go over it with the gouache color. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna drop in. Okay. Just like that. I'm gonna pull it to the edge. edge with this. I think this to me is the hardest part, or the most nerve-wracking part of my process, but it's also probably the most important part. Okay. The folded edge is very important to me. It's a little wet, that's okay. I'm trying to not blend too much because I do want it to have these shapes born from it. I'm like holding my breath doing this. Okay, so this corner probably needs to be darker. Okay, that's gonna go. Okay, okay. So now I'm definitely going over each layer. It's much more intention and less loose. Maybe I'll drop in from here. This corner is probably gonna be darker. All these corners. I'll leave this part light. And if you're new to me and just discovering me, I know I sound like a broken record, but if you like what you're seeing, and if it's doing something good, positive for you, don't forget to subscribe and follow and turn on the notification bell. And this music is purposely, or this playlist is purposely created to help you focus. Ooh, damn it, I just messed up my color pans, okay. I feel like this part is getting too light, so let's add some more here. And here. Maybe I want to make this darker here. And I just, a little bit about my process. If second wash looks good, then I probably won't touch it anymore. But if it needs more, then I will go add more. But usually I don't go more than 3 washes. Then it just gonna look muddy. And then let's add some corner here. Okay, that's good. See, it's much more brilliant and much more saturated now. Let me do this. Okay. Cool, let's let's move on to this girl right here. Because I think it's gonna be the same color, so I have my color mixed. Coffee with me. Just looking for it, but I think I left it somewhere else. Oops. So that's gonna be under. Okay. Oh, okay. And my blending brush right now is pretty wet. It doesn't always have to be the case. Drop some darker pink and red in. Let's go. I can also blend like this. This corner. Yes. I wonder, you should show it to them. Not that I'm giving you homework, but I'm curious too. And there is a store in Los Angeles that they always feature Asian American artists. I want to go ask if there's any interest. But it's such a nerve-wracking thing. So if somebody will do it for me, I'll be forever indebted to you. I know it's probably in my own head, but I'm like, as a gallery or store owner, they probably get these all the time, right? And then you go talk to them, like, I'm an artist, look at my art. I can just feel the eye roll happening. But to the same point, if you don't do that for yourself, then they will never know it exists, you know? And even if you can get like, oh, it's great, but I think you should do more of this and that, that's still more information than I would have. So now as I'm talking about this, I'm like, I need to do this. I need to just go be shameless for a day or two and do that. Yeah, and also I where I am, there's like a little Asian community, and there's, I don't know, there's an art community as much here, but there's definitely an Asian culture community, and I'm wondering if they will think my art is at least fusion enough. But hey, I'm Chinese, so that should count for something, right? I always joke I bring the diversity to my area. Okay, so photo flower, cute. I'm wondering, yeah, I should, is it dry enough? Okay. That's probably gonna change as it dries, so cool. I think I'll make this darker. Just be brave. Oh wow, she's hardcore. I like it. That's also such an old Asian lady thing to say too. Because they have no filter and they say what's on their mind. And you kind of have to admire that about anybody, right? Make this corner dark. And this, I like this color, so I might drop this in here some more. The lower flower. Oh, you guys can't see. I think it's still too wet for me to do this. Okay. So that's the top lid of my hamburger eyes. So I'm just gonna draw that out so I don't mess it up. This orange red back in here. Okay. This is probably gonna be dark here. Drag the wash down without adding pigment because I don't want to make that part too dark. Yes, okay. You know what, modern graphics, Jerry? You kind of poked at something that I've been ignoring, which is go out and talk to people about my art. And I feel like I need to do better about that. So, note to self. So, do this part, okay. That's good. This is so, like the texture here is so nice. I don't want to mess too much with it. God, I should have not done that. Yeah, I will. There's so much you can accomplish hiding behind the computer screen, and I'm a true believer of that. And if it's something that I'm so uncomfortable with and have like running away from, it's probably something I have to do. Was that a good idea? I don't know. Okay, let's do that. At least I feel like I'm finally comfortable with my art to go out and talk to people in that manner. I mean, I think if you asked me a year ago, I don't even think I will be comfortable about it. And so I would say in a year, my art has improved drastically, at least to my own self. Cute, cute. I think I'm gonna leave that be. Just maybe add a little bit more color. I'm trying to inject light and dark as I paint. But it's definitely more of a surreal piece, so I'm not so focused on the correctness, although I'm not trying to make it not correct either. Because I think light, if you show light and dark properly, it just makes makes it easier on anyone's eyes. And if it's easy on the eye, it's more likely that they will like it. That's great business. You should start. I actually have a family business. Yeah, my mom makes and sells shirts and souvenir stuff. So if you want to talk about that, I'm definitely here for you. And I think I share that I used to be a shoe designer, so product designer. So I'm very, very familiar with the product cycle. Although I do know that designing t-shirts, screen printing is a whole discipline in itself. I like how this is. I don't know if I like how this is right now. At least tell you how much it will cost, about if you need a cost estimate of things. And I feel like when I was designing shoes, my part of your job is, yes, coming up with beautiful designs that nobody's seen before, but like the other half, or I'll say the other 60% of it, was to make it in a price range that is A, appropriate for your company, and B, appropriate for your customer of the company. I guess that is the same thing. So half of the time I'm spending on value. They call it value engineering, which is just keep the appearance of a design as much as possible while making it way cheaper. Oh, that's nice. And I think that's the true problem-solving part that comes in. And you can get real clever with it, and I enjoy that part of it very much. Oh, that's kind of a cute, airy flower. Hi, Sora. Oh, he left you at home and went out with the boys. Typical. I'm joking. I was telling him I feel like I'm just. He was an easy target for me today. I'm sorry. I think I like this is lighter, so I want to make this part darker. Nope, I don't even want to do anything else. Cool. So light's kind of shining here, so I want to maybe do this. How are you today, Sora? How come you didn't go out with them? Or are you more homebody? Or maybe you're already here. You already came back from your social life. Yeah, typical, I said. That's so funny. But Sora, Kuro said a lot of nice things about you today, though. That was very sweet. He said that you are the only female that he's not scared of. And you guys seem very close. And that makes me warm and fuzzy inside. I'm only child. I don't have any siblings. I think that's a really special relationship. Oh, I didn't do this earlier. I should have done that, okay. Oh, I just accidentally started doing this wet or wet on dry, and I just realized I like it. I need to do this. Maybe that's what I need to do now. I wouldn't think that. Yes, I got you. I got you. I'm guessing if it's, you know, if something is weird, you probably wouldn't be sharing here. I think that's. Oh, I stop wetting this. Oh, okay. I need to make a statement so I remember it. Shopping trip, that sounds fun. Oh, your boyfriend went with you and your girls? That's nice of him. He must be very patient. From my experience, it's like shopping trip. No, thank you. Remember to not wet the canvas because I really liked. Okay. Did you buy anything fun today? Okay, I changed to a different blender brush. I think it'll be better for what I'm trying to do. For the wet on dry technique. Yes. There you go. Okay, maybe I can finally go faster now. Sometimes when I want to go fast but I can't, it makes me anxious. I don't know if it happens to you. Okay, good for you. Yes. They had to do something that we want once for once, right? Weddings. I love going to weddings. I need to get a dress myself because I have a wedding to go to in the summer, but it's in the summer, not anytime soon, but I need to get ready soon. How do we feel about this flower? Is it messy or is it cool? Also, I was talking to a friend about this. I feel like there's this general nostalgia of people wanting to dress up and, you know, be fancy again. Or like we've been working from home. Everything's just been so casual that, you know, we want to start looking nice again. Or at least try. At least among my friends, there's this sentiment. So if there's any party promoters watching, listening, maybe like a black tie ball might not be a bad idea, just to change things up, you know. Shoes, nice. I used to be a shoe designer, and because of that, I don't buy many shoes. because it's not a fun experience for me. I think it's better now, but it's not fun because I like always see the flaws in it, and I always wonder like, what is there something newer, better? And I'm sure you know when you're in that space, it's never a good thing. Okay, I think that's good. It's a bit messy. Maybe it's too messy. I think I want to cover this up. Okay. This flower I painted earlier, now that's kind of dried. Air Jordan, okay. I like Air Jordans. Converse goes in and out of style every 10 to 15 years. It's like on the clock. I was out in the mall and I think the Dunks was like the shoe du jour, but I want to say now it might be the Samba. The Adidas Samba, if any sneaker heads here, that's what every teenagers are wearing. Okay, so when this dried, it kind of all blended in, so I'm just going with this dry technique of adding some dark hues in some areas. Oh, and all that was, you know, obviously in America, that's what's happening. But I think I still have shoe designs being sold in store still, which is kind of exciting. Okay, so I added some highs and lows. I hope that stays because the surface is not super wet. There's this big girl right here. You know what? I think after I'm gonna paint this big flower, I need to go work in the middle because I'm starting to do this thing where they're becoming separated again. I know, I feel like nowadays comfort is just the only thing that matters to most of us. You know, once in a time, we wore really uncomfortable shoes just to look good. And I can't remember when the last time I even did that. Drag, drag, drag. Cool. I think this is a part that probably needs most practice for me. Is this one stroke technique. And I did mention that I'm trying to study that right now. How do you guys feel about trends? Are you a big fan? You think it's completely phony? Modern said he only wears Converse, so he's a loyalist. I can see. But yeah, how do you young girls, guys, boys, think about trends? Okay. So this is a cooler somehow this color got cooler. Maybe I don't mind so much. So that's good. So maybe I want to warm this part up. So there's 2 petals here. Okay, I'm gonna do this here. Look at trends. Oh, general consensus, huh? Well, general meaning. So far, 2 people have said that they don't care about trends. Very interesting. I'm wondering if also that is like breaking the brains of major retailers, because as I was in that industry for over a decade, when there's an obvious trend, companies love it because they can capitalize on it. It's easy, they can make variations of the same. But when market trends are not so obvious, it's pretty hard, because then they have to experiment and see what people like and what not. So, okay, I did the flower. Okay, so this part is definitely more saturated now than top. Okay, I'm gonna wash my. Art trends. That is also kind of a loaded statement, huh? So graffiti is a trend. I guess so. I guess AI was a trend for a hot second. Now I feel like the trend is bigger the better, and maybe I am start seeing more installation art becoming more popular, maybe, and then more surreal, abstract, mixed media art. But then again, I also feel like that could just be what I'm getting served, what I'm in my surroundings. I don't know if that's actually a bigger trend. Would love to hear what you guys think. Okay, so I said I need to incorporate the eyeballs as I paint the flowers, which I didn't really do, but I think it would be good for me to visualize the end. So let's pick one. Let's pick this one since I started there first. How should we do this? I'm gonna wet the eyeball area, knowing that these lashes will be the darkest color. So I don't mind if they're getting covered up right now. The number of viewers is sad. It's okay. You know, some days people are more free than others, and there's nothing you can do about it. And the only thing I can do is to show up to do it, whether there's 100 people watching or 2 people watching. And that is the journey I'm on. I know that for all you content creators out there, when you see bad numbers, it's very discouraging. And it makes you want to give up, because sometimes you really don't see the end to it. I recently went through that myself. But yeah, I think the only thing I can control is literally just show up to do the work, and everything else you just kind of have to hope for the best. And if you, like I said, if you want to help out, it would be awesome if you can share with someone, retweet, post, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's not worry about the viewers. It's fine. I'm making art. I'm already winning the battle, in my opinion. And someone did say maybe I should do this on the weekend or something. Maybe that would be better, but I do what I can. Okay, so this is the same color that I have for the hair. 2 p.m. It's 1, so I'm 1 hour ahead of you, graphic Jerry. So I'll go in. I did some paper napkin math yesterday with a friend. I was like, I mean, yes, the viewer is sad. Well, it's not sad. It's a few, but I feel like in relationship to my account and whatnot, I think it's pretty good. And hopefully it will go up from here. So I dipped some blue in right away. Yeah, I got you. Why are boys so weird? Why do they like farts so much? I don't know. Okay. So dabbed in. Yeah, I think there's probably way less people doing this back then too, right? I mean, Wonder mentioned one day it's really true. There's just so many content out there. We're all kind of fighting for that eyeball time. Okay, so I just dropped that in. Looks good. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit by making it just go in with the severe color right away instead of building it up. I will do a couple and see how it goes. Maybe I shouldn't do this step just yet for the reason I just mentioned. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the update. I will drop into the Discord and see how she's doing. Okay, sounds good. And yes, some things are probably better that you don't know. what your boyfriend is doing with his friends. Some things are better not know, maybe. This is a dry brush. I'm actually picking up some pigment from it. And I'll probably go back with some drier brush to do this. So both of these, the two I just did, are closed eyes. So it's pretty easy, but this one is open and it's slightly trickier, I think. Let's see how it goes. Hi Ben, welcome. Yeah, this is a new piece of painting I just started yesterday. So yesterday I pretty much just used 2 colors, and today I've added the 3rd major color, which is this blue. And I was just telling everybody that I feel like I'm cheating a little bit by going so dark so quickly. So I might, but I want to see how it looks. Just trying different things, I guess. Not always gonna be successful either. So this one, I just painted 2 closed eyes. I'm gonna go back and add lashes much later together with everything else. Oh, I'm gonna add lashes at the same time with all the flowers, but right now I'm painting a kind of open-eyed one. And it's trickier, I think. And these are anemone flowers. Imaginary anemones, maybe. Because I don't know if they come in this color, actually. I've seen white, I've seen pink, but I don't know if they come in this red color. Late night streaming or just late night stuff in general? Okay, so do that carefully. Just this is probably gonna be post-process. That's okay. And now I'm gonna I need to let that dry first before I make the same mistake last time. 2 days ago. Yes, hey, enjoy that while you're young, because I am a night owl. I love the late night time, late night quiet time, but my life right now doesn't really allow that because I had to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. And I need my sleep. I'm not someone who can function on little sleep day in, day out. So hey, if you can, while you can, enjoy the late night magic hours. I sound old. Okay, so this eyeball I thought was kind of funny because she's looking up, kind of rolling her eyes. The white part, the dark part kind of goes over here. Stargazing sounds fun. That is definitely awesome. I recently went to Bryce Canyon National Park in the United States, and apparently it has one of the lowest light pollutions in the country, maybe in the world. And it was quite magical seeing shooting stars left and right, and then the Milky Way just right there. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if this one was cool. I think I'm gonna do a couple more. I might have to stop for the day. Yeah, it is beautiful. I think stargazing is, I think it's life-changing if you ever get the chance. And I say that, it sounds so dramatic, I know, but I think it's, you know, the universe is so big, and in comparison, we as little humans are so small, and our problems and worries seem so inconsequential when you look at the big universe, right? And before I was kind of for a while struggle with the idea, like, what's the point of all this if anything I do is so inconsequential and pointless in the grand scheme of things, especially an artist's life. I'm not inventing new things to help humanity. I'm not, you know, curing cancer to help humanity. Like, what is the point of all this? And I know it's such a big question, and it could drive people crazy if you go too deep down, but... And then my friend said, it matters to me, and that's all that matters. So you go super, super big, and then you come right back to the immediate. Whatever you do, if it matters to you, that's all that matters. But yeah, I was struggling with that for a bit. Not struggling, maybe that's not the right word. Maybe pondering, that's a better word. I think as human beings, we're trying to find meaning and purpose in life, and sometimes it's hard. Okay, so I left the middle part white because I'm gonna go in to paint the iris, the eyeballs later when it's all dry. The pale blue dot. Is it a poem that like inspired Jeff Bezos, like rocket ship company? I don't know. But I have not read the poem, but I might have to. Maybe it'll inspire me. Sora, did you ask what is the meaning of life? I think life has no meaning in the grand scheme of things. We are all stardust here for a flash of an eye. We're contributing to the genetic pool of, you know, Homo sapien. And once Homo sapien is replaced by another species, like, we don't matter, right? I know I don't know, probably not what you're looking for, but, you know, I really believe that life has no meaning, but the meaning of life is in itself. Meaning, it matters to you what meaning of life is, and meaning, if you're learning, you're improving, you're experiencing, and that's kind of what all there is. I know that when you're younger, you think about this because, and I'm speaking from my own experience, right? What was I? Oh, yeah, I think when you're younger, you ask for the meaning of life so that it maybe guide you in your career, in the choices that you make in life, and maybe you need some justification or reason to do things one way or another, right? I'm also a believer that life is simple. Do what you want to do, don't do what you don't want to do. And if what you want to do cannot support your survival, pay bills, then just do something that you don't like to pay the bills, and then do what you like on your own time. It is really that simple. I think it's when we have like expectations, when we feel like it must be this way and then it's not that way because life inevitably is not in our control, then we get upset. Then we start feeling like life is not fair, that we're being wronged or whatever. Oh, this is a good discussion. I love it. Yeah, I will. Carl Sagan, for sure. Whatever you do, you won't change the world. That is also, I guess, a sad sentiment in itself, right? I think you want to believe that you could change your world. You want to believe that you have some influence. And that's a good thing. I think we need young and bright people to have that thought so that we could change something. But I'm pondering because, without money and power, you can't change anything. But money and power corrupts. So by the time you get money and power, you might not want to do the things that you want to change because it might be in conflict with all the money and power you gathered. So, do I believe that human beings are incorruptible no matter how noble you are? Absolutely not. So, that in itself is kind of a grim thought, huh? Okay, I didn't paint that flower. Chisel away our reality and find what lies beneath. I'm gonna let the conversation in chat go because I think it's pretty interesting, and then I'll chime in if necessary. Okay, I think the flowers kind of settling nicely. The eyeballs are settling nicely. I like how what it's doing, so that's good. And I have this urge to work on the background. You know, I think the funny thing, okay, I'm chiming in. The thing about changing the world is nobody, the changes happens when something that changes the world is always like the unintended consequence or the side effect of something. I don't think, and maybe, you know, prove me wrong, give me examples. Nobody ever started out as, I'm gonna do this thing because it will change the world. If there's like no, I'm changing the world because I'm gonna make tons of money. Like none of that, like no, am I putting it in an eloquent way? I don't think anybody's changing the world for the sake of changing the world. I think it's always a result of some sort of incentive and interest. And a lot of times the you know, changing the world could be good or bad, right? I feel like a lot of times the jury is still out if the changes that did happen is good or bad. And maybe there is no good or bad, it just is. You know what I'm gonna do now? This is good. I'm gonna do a little bit of background here, then I'm gonna call it a day, because I think I'm gonna I kind of have to go today. But I can see this area kind of setting up the stage for the rest. I know what I need to do with the eyeball, I need to do with the flower, but I think these backgrounds could use some more work, so I'm gonna do that right now. And I want to stay because I'm really enjoying this conversation. It's a change in the world where we have just done something that can change. I feel like you guys are, you know, let me be the referee here. I feel like what you guys talking about is both true and it's two different sides of the same coin. Yeah. I feel like as long as human beings surviving, then we're winning, right? If we're talking about nature here. But if at some point we don't survive and be replaced by another species, then we didn't do so good. Like I said, I believe that there's a larger force at work. I believe that we are all a result of that larger force. And I also believe that there's very little we can do about it. And then every generation you have a genius that changes the dynamic of things. You know, you have Leonardo da Vinci, then you have all the other people, and I guess the modern will be Elon Musk. That might be a good example, and you might disagree because you might hate him, but he is doing something that I think we can all agree is pretty incredible. Let's just hope he doesn't get distracted. Okay, I'm gonna start adding some details in the background. I'm thinking dark green stamps first, and then some dots. That is not dark green. I think human beings are pretty resilient. And everything that you guys are talking about could all be true at the same time, I think. Just fill some of these blanks in my signature kind of a details and shapes. This part's fun because I kind of get to freestyle a little bit without having to worry about messing it up too bad. Okay. I agree with you, Modern. I don't think every one of us will survive, but you know, as a species, we'll certainly move forward. And it might be in ways that we can't imagine yet. Actually, that's most likely the case. We don't even know yet. I'm also kind of also curious sometimes, like which version of the sci-fi movie of the future will turn out to be true. I think about that. And then, you know, lately, I feel like we are living in the future, and a lot of these things that we never think was gonna happen is happening right now, so probably way faster. And Kura and Sarah, I don't think that's like an argument. I don't think this is argument. I think it's great that we're talking about this. I do love it when we don't agree on things on the chat, because then there are perspective. So imagine if we all agree that on the same thing and like believe in the same thing, how boring would the world be? It's kind of tight already. So I encourage discussions and arguments in life. All right, I think I'm getting a little crazy here. Maybe I need to stop. Me too. I think that's kind of maybe a common trait, because I noticed that in all my art friends that it's chase. Because let's think about it. I think it's all kind of interconnected in one way, in a strange way. That philosophy inspires us to think, and then art is kind of the expression of what we think after we have thought about it, right? And I think it's the artist's job to express that unique point of view that's unique to me, unique to you, and share with the world. That's how you add, richness and perspective into our culture. So, say art, philosophy, and science, they have to be interconnected because I think they, some ways, influence each other. And then as we have more scientific discoveries, our perspective or what we know about the world changes, right? And I think it's important that we acknowledge the dogma we have in our lives, that not everything we're taught is true. We just don't know it yet. And keep an open mind to new ideas and philosophies. At least I think that's the job of an artist, to do that. Also, I am a huge sci-fi fan. If anybody is here, would love to know, and then maybe we can have a sci-fi chat one day. I feel like I pretty much read all the major sci-fi stories out there. I'm glad my blabbering made sense to you somehow. But yeah, I think it's more than just making pretty pictures. We kind of have the responsibility to contribute to the culture in a positive way, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna show you the bottom half of this painting. I can already see, well, the middle part needs work. I'm gonna add some outlines. The back texture is not bad. And I haven't worked on the second wash for this area yet. I'm so glad I got into the girl today instead of just leaving that to the last, because I think it's gonna help me with incorporating her color into surroundings. And then you can see here, the top hasn't been worked on too much, but it will be, I think. So I want to this year be the focus. Here, and then this area is gonna be a focus, and then everything else is kind of I wanted to kind of fade away in the background. So you kind of go into the painting, focus on her, and then dissipate and go out of the painting. Again, I'm exploring what it feels like to listen to music in my style. And that's where we're at today. That's all right. I'm putting it out there, so I'm obviously inviting anybody who wants to talk about the sci-fi to talk about it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Just I feel like sci-fi, out of all things, has helped me opening up my imagination and helped me think about what possibility there could be. And I find reality day-to-day boring, right? I escape into art and I make fantasy ethereal art, and I want to escape from reality. I watch fantasy movies, I like sci-fi, so I think it helps me think about, things that beyond the reality, and then it makes me think more about what we're talking about, philosophy, the meaning of things, the meaning of life, and I think it all contributes to what the art in the end, because I think it gives the art more dimension and depth, right? I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Love fantasy. I also just learned a new word called romantasy. I don't know if you know that, but maybe we can talk about that next time. Romantasy, which is romantic fantasy with dragons and stuff, Wow, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I loved our discussion today because we touched upon some, I think, things that we should talk about more, like the meaning of life, the point of all this. Especially, I feel like we live in a world where things are crazy, things are moving faster, and because of computer and screens, our anxiety is all through the roof, and you do wonder what is the meaning of all this, right? So I loved our discussion today, and thank you so much for participating. Even though we didn't all agree, I think that's kind of the beauty of these discussions, that we need to talk about it, we need to agree to disagree. Even the ability to be able to agree to disagree is, I think, wonderful in today's age. So yeah, if you're new, if you're just discovering me, don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And if you've been here, you're my friend, we chatted. I can go live tomorrow and Thursday, so I will definitely see you guys next week. Continue this painting, and we'll see where it goes. That's a fun part of art, right? And fun part of live painting, because I really don't know where this is going. But all I know is I'm liking what I'm liking right now, so awesome. And have a great rest of the day, rest of the week. Have an awesome weekend, and happy Valentine's Day if I don't get to talk to you. I hope, your day is filled with love, your life is filled with love. And if you don't feel that way, I hope you find the courage to find love and to find little things in life that you love and you appreciate, because I do believe that those little things add up to big things, and it's hard to find satisfaction in one big grand things. That almost never happen with us normal regular people, right? And maybe not even important people either. So I think it's important to find the little things to celebrate and to be happy about. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Slaying lyrics. I guess I'm on a roll today. This is being recorded though. I guess I can go back and write a song about it. Oh, cool. You guys are so awesome. You're like, I find people, human beings who are creative. You're awesome. Yes. Okay, I'm sad I had to go actually. I don't want to go, but I have